up here. There is no trees covering. This is the only place that we see.
Few years ago, the Nigerian government decided to take measures to combat climate crisis. How, you ask? Afforestation. The government sought to plant economic trees, so in December 2017 and June 2019, two green bonds worth 10.6 billion naira and 15 billion naira respectively were issued. The project was worth over 432 million naira, which is regarded as the most ambitious initiative of its kind in Africa. But less than 5 years later, there's been a major setback after the projects were completed, a Premium Times investigation has revealed. Why and how did they fail? This investigation will reveal it. First, what are green bonds? They are bonds used to encourage sustainability and to support climate-related and environmental projects. The reason the Nigerian government wanted to work on this project was to fast-track Nigeria's low-carbon development pledges as enshrined in the nationally determined contribution document submitted to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. So the government gave this project to the Nigerian National Park Services, an agency under the Federal Ministry of Environment. They spent a total of 433,119,500 naira only on this afforestation or restoration projects in some support zone communities within the 7 national parks across the country. A 5-month-long investigation by Premium Times found that the projects largely failed because they were poorly implemented, mismanaged, there's poor community entry and participation, inadequate needs assessment, among other factors.
No government gave National Park 1 billion plus for the Green Bond project. What we received in 2017 was 225 million, and what we received in 2018 was 207 million. So and when these funds are released, you cannot just go to the market and start spending them. You have to do the procurement process. You got some funds in July. Before you finish the procurement process, maybe 2 months. Depending on the site, the rainfall regime may stampede your activities. So how much can you do then? So in that case, you are faced with a lot of problems that you do not even anticipate.
Also, the tree planting exercise were awarded to individuals with little or no afforestation experience. During a visit to several locations of the project sites, implemented within communities surrounding the Cross River and Okomu, Oyo State, Premium Times observed that the projects are far from exemplary. Meanwhile, in May, at the Summit of Heads of State and Government 15th Conference of the Parties of the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, President Muhammadu Buhari said Nigeria has forested over 6 million acres of land through its historic Green Bond project. Contrary to Mr. Buhari's claim, a report by an international group of researchers revealed that tropical forest potential for regrowth is substantial if they are left untouched by humans for about 20 years. This prompted Premium Times to dig further, tracking and visiting more Green Bond afforestation project sites implemented within this period. Even the Conservator General, National Park Service, Dr. Ibrahim Goni confirmed this.
No matter how fast a plant can grow, you cannot form a forest of any species in less than 5 years. You know it. I know it. It may be a subforest, depending on the species. For some species, take 15, 20, 25 years.
At Cross River National Park, the conservator of the park, Zana Lawan, said the Green Bond projects were spread across 7 communities, but were faced with setbacks like youth restiveness and communal clashes. In Okomu Park, the conservator of the park, Augustine Obekpa, said the Green Bond projects were implemented in 3 communities, but reduced rainfall stunted the growth of the trees.
I think the trees we planted in these places majorly now is orange.
Okay.
Then we have some few mangoes. And why because the first ones we planted, some of them died because maybe the nature of the soil, maybe they are not used to the environment or whatever.
Of the 7 communities where the tree planting projects were carried out at the park, officials of the park could only show our reporter 2 sites, Akpankpa and Busi communities, alleged to be viable. But they were wrong. Premium Times independently discovered this after several hours of bumpy navigation through highly dense oil palm plantations, shallow streams crossing, and forests. At Aking Village, for instance, the Green Bond project failed because the community misjudged the park's gesture for land grabbing.
This place is compromising two people. One, there's a mango stem there. So that's the boundary from the root here, inside there. So from that very mango tree to this side is occupied by another person. And that person is my father, my in-law. They're supposed to consult the daughter to the man who have this land. If she accepted, then they are free to do. But it comes that they wanted to durate the daughter, but they wanted to take it by force. So I say no, it cannot be like that.
Also at Ekuri, Obung, Wula, and Okarara, Premium Times discovered that there is no green border afforestation projects in the communities. This was due to communal clashes and fire outbreaks experienced during and after the planting process. At Busi community in Obudu Plateau axis of the park, here's what our reporter discovered.
We are here at the Busi community where one of the Green Bomb projects was implemented in 2019. They planted oranges, bitter cola, and mango. Project is not doing well the way it should. It's quite surprising that they are planting in a swampy area. When we got here, only a few of the aforementioned tree species were still standing.
At Ugolo, Iguafuli, and Inikurua communities, the trees planted in 2019 did not survive, but Okomu Park started replanting a few citrus seedlings. Again, the leaves are being eaten up by caterpillar pests. Reacting to the above findings, Peter Orubete, Executive Director of Yankwan Light Green Initiative, an afforestation-driven indigenous group based in Calabar, described the project in the state as a novel program that failed to serve their purpose because the community entry process was wrong.
From the office, it was properly done, but there was a gap. The community entry process was quite wrong. The community did not properly buy into the project. From the issue of site selection, according to the chief, he said the site was provided for them up here. The people wanted a place closer to the road, and when they came now and saw this place, they became interested and decided to plan. There was no proper engagement of the community to show them this particular land.
To prevent a repeat of the failed project, the Chief Executive Officer of NGO's Coalition for Environment in Cross River State, Odiga, said the park should do more by strengthening their stakeholders' exercise.
And any of such programs were ready to interface between whatever program, whether between government and the community, because we are related more as civil society to organize communities to ensure that there is every program that comes in is a win-win for all the stakeholders.